Hello, Susan Young here. In this video, I will be sharing what is addiction. What is addiction? Addiction is a complex condition, a brain disease that is manifested by compulsive substance use despite harmful consequence. People with addiction, severe substance use disorder, have an intense focus on using a certain substance, such as alcohol or drugs, to the point that it takes over their life. They keep using alcohol or a drug even when they know it can cause problems. Yet a number of effective treatments are available and people can recover from addiction and lead normal, productive lives. People with a substance use disorder have distorted thinking, behavior, and body functions. Changes in the brain's wiring are what causes people to have intense cravings for the drug and make it hard to stop using the drug. Brain imaging studies show changes in the areas of the brain that relate to judgment, decision making, learning, memory, and behavior control. These substances can cause harmful changes in how the brain functions. These changes can last long after the immediate effects of the drug. The intoxication. Intoxication is the intense pleasure, calm, increased senses, or a high caused by the drug. Intoxication symptoms are different for each substance. Over time, people with addiction build up a tolerance, meaning they need larger amounts to feel the effects. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, people begin taking drugs for a variety of reasons, including to feel good, feeling a pleasure, a high, to feel better, relieve stress, to do better, improve performance, curiosity, and peer pressure. People with addictive disorders may be aware of their problem, but be unable to stop it even if they want to. The addiction may cause health problems as well as problems at work and with family members and friends. The misuse of drugs and alcohol is the leading cause of preventable illness and premature death. Symptoms of substance use disorder are grouped into 4 categories: impaired control, a craving or strong urge to use the substance, desire or failed attempts to cut down or control substance use. Social problems. Substance use causes failure to complete major tasks at work, school, or home. Social work or leisure activities are given up or cut back because of substance use. Risky use. Substance is used in risky settings. Continued use despite known problems. Drug effects, tolerance, need for larger amounts to get the same effect. Withdrawal symptoms, different for each substance. How do we get addicted? Factors such as peer pressure, physical and sexual abuse, early exposure to drugs, stress, and parental guidance can greatly affect a person's likelihood of drug use and addiction. Development. Genetic and environment factors that interact with critical development stages in a person's life to affect addiction risk. Is habit forming the same as addiction? The words habit and addiction are frequently interchanged, but there is one significant difference between the two. Habits can be negative or positive, while addictions are only negative. The trick to identifying which is which often lies in the amount of time and effort it takes to break one. What are the 4 C's of addiction? Only a chemical enters the brain, it can cause people to lose control of their impulses or crave a harmful substance. When someone develops an addiction, the brain craves the reward of the substance. This is due to the intense stimulation of the brain's reward system. Now, how do you know you're addicted? General signs of addiction are lack of control or inability to stay away from a substance or behavior, decreased socialization, like abandoning commitments or ignoring relationships, ignoring risk factors, like sharing needles despite potential consequences. An addiction is a chronic dysfunction of the brain system that involves reward, motivation, and memory. It's about the way your body craves a substance or a behavior, especially if it causes a compulsive or obsessive pursuit of reward and lack of concern over consequences. Someone experiencing an addiction will be unable to stay away from the substance or stop the addictive behavior, display a lack of self-control, have an increased desire for the substance or the behavior, dismiss how their behavior may be causing problems, lack an emotional response. Over time, addictions can seriously interfere with your daily life. People experiencing addiction are also prone to cycles of relapse and remission. This means they may cycle between intense and mild use. Despite these cycles, addictions will typically worsen over time. They can lead to permanent health complications and serious consequences like bankruptcy. Now, today I've gone over what an addiction is concerning with drugs and alcohol and other addictions. Now, shopping addiction is very similar to an addiction with a drug. You can't stop the addiction. It affects your social life. It affects your family and your friends and everyone. It destroys lives, and it affects you financially. Now, if you think you are a shopaholic, here's what I want you to do. Go to YouTube channel Zero Debt Coach. Brad Long can direct you with your finances. Brad and I will be working together to help you to be successful. When you go to his channel, tell him Stop Big Spending or Susan Young sent you there. Question of the day. Do you have a shopping addiction? Feel free to share below. How are you doing with this video so far? If you like this video, hit the like button below. Now check out my website at www.stopbigspending.com. Leave me your email address at the Contact Us page on the website, and I will inform you on my next videos coming up. See you next week here on YouTube, and see you in social media. Now you have a great week.